firstly, for being here. I warmly welcome you to the Artful World of Animals. I'm the exhibition curator, and I consider my involvement in this exhibition, with its close ties to the veterinary industry, a wonderful gift and a fabulous journey. I thrive in interdisciplinary learning myself and education through art, and I believe this exhibition greatly supports these two things. The artists you see here greatly amalgamate their interests in science and art and animals, two typically contrasting disciplines in varied ways. While I have no connections to the veterinary industry myself prior to this exhibition, I have a strong interest in creating events and opportunities for artists to spark dialogue, conversation, and using the expressive medium to raise questions and questions that are pertinent to society today. I am based at the Melbourne Graduate School of Education, primarily in research in arts education, and I curate a number of exhibitions as part of some projects over there. I'm also lecturing in a subject called Teaching and Artistic Practice at the School of Graduate Education, and I'm the coordinator right now of the Art Association of Australia and New Zealand Conference. I have a lot of other involvements that are going on apart from this exhibition, but I see this exhibition to greatly fit in the wide array of things that I'm involved in at the moment. When I was introduced to Bruce, who pitched the idea of the exhibition to me, I became immediately excited, and I knew immediately that this was a project that I wanted to take under my belt. And I wanted to challenge people. I wanted to challenge the artists, particularly artists who have not worked with before and in a completely different industry, to see what results. And the results, I tell you, are fascinating. They're remarkable. Well, the artists, who are they? The Artful World of Animals draws from the vast creative inspirations of 35 veterinarians, veterinary nurses, professional and enthusiast artists, designers, photographers from across Australia to produce a compelling portrait of the animal world, which is represented in a wide array of cultures, artistic styles, and media. The collection includes over 100 works of art across painting, drawing, digital photography, digital illustrations, textiles, mixed media, prints, and installations, which explore the animal and human relationship. And as Bruce said, over 70% are from the veterinary industry. With such an arresting theme that has such a wide appeal for a wide audience, I wanted to invite also the broader community to participate, from those from diverse walks of life. Thereby, I asked people who are interested in art, artists who are already practicing art or amateur artists, to also participate and to celebrate the occasion of the 50-year anniversary of teaching at the Faculty of Veterinary Science. And they all here are critically and creatively commenting upon the Artful World of Animals theme. So the exhibition brief that I gave to the artists primarily was to question these issues that I pointed forward towards them. Is there such thing as animal perspective, and what might this world look like? What kind of interactions exist between human beings and animals? What are the impacts of human beings on the animal world? What sentiments are stirred within and between animals and towards animals? They were encouraged to address the biology of animals even, from single cells to ecosystems, using abstraction, figuration, symbol, or metaphor. As a result, the artists have combined nature, art, and animals in a myriad of ways. I'm completely surprised at the level of critical, personal, and reflective engagement that the artists demonstrate through their works of art. The artists have gone well beyond presenting ordinary, everyday images of animals to engaging with contemporary critical issues pertaining to the importance of animals in human culture. They present context, dialogue, and engagement with a number of issues. Some of the artists draw their subjects from life, depicting the roles animals play in our everyday experience, while others have used animals with symbolic intent or have anthropomorphized them to humorous, playful, or even unsettling ends. Seen together, these works reveal the magnificent variety not only in the animal kingdom, but also in humanity's artistic interpretations of it. So numerous themes come to the fore. When you go around today, you'll see that there are a number of key themes that the artists here are really looking at, and I'd like to bring some of these themes to the fore. Several artists address topical developments in human dealings with animals. Such issues include the controversial nature of zoological institutions. The zoo, once seen as the realm of innocent childhood retreats, sparks many ethical meditations on animal welfare and wildlife conservation. Do we, as sentient beings, have the right to confine other sentient beings behind bars, depriving them of their freedom, their natural pleasures, and their chance to roam? Is the intention of zoos to satisfy our voyeuristic inclinations, or to act as an essential part of our conservation efforts? These are some of the questions that the artists have examined through their creative demonstration of the dual perspectives of animal captivity. They also challenge the process of animal categorization, classification, and division that forms part of the taxonomies in zoology, and that are visible in the compartmentalization of animals in related institutions. These artists who edge towards such examinations allude to the human power over animals. Numerous artists also explore the impact of animal domestication from human perspectives. They express society's tendency to humanize pets, depicted, for instance, in photographs of animals in human-like postures and in the use of metaphors and symbols that exemplify animal adaptation into human society. They also speak of animal exploitation that is commonly motivated by self-interest and profitability. The artists also explore the detrimental impact of humans on the animal world, whether it is through depicting processes involved in management of cattle, such as dehorning, or the changing trends in local animal behaviors as a result of human infringement in their natural environment, cruelty to animals in laboratories for testing and experiments, or the endangerment of species as a result of overexploitation and habitat destruction. All these artists represent issues of economics and safety. Some works, however, exude more affectionate sentiments and relationships between humans and animals, demonstrating the reciprocal reliability and compassion between humans and animals. So there's a clear juxtaposition in some of the arrangement of the works, which have been strategically arranged, between works that display the critical role that animals play towards human survival and the reliability that young animals have upon humans. The photographic medium is commonly used by artists in this exhibition to express the companionship and great joy that animals bring to their lives. Through depictions of their pets, for example, the one I'm standing in front of by Dawn Perry, the artists explore the human and animal bond, which they experience as providing significant physical, psychological, and physiological benefits to their well-being. Notably, some of the exquisite photographs owe inspiration to portraiture rather than documentation, creating an atmosphere rather than making a statement. The animals in their photographs have an enigmatic presence that excites our curiosity and invites us into their world. Also owing to the spontaneous, experimental, playful, and calming nature of artistic expression, many of the artists attempt to fervently document the transient moments in the animal world, using diverse subject matter art styles and techniques. Unique in their aesthetics, these artworks illuminate animals and animal behaviors that have inspired, captivated, and motivated their creative productions during these artists' adventurous travels to other countries, regions, or locations in Australia. It is worthy to note that many of the artists here, even the veterinarians, are already active art makers themselves, which you wouldn't guess they already might do. But they're actively art enthusiasts, they exhibit, and they're all here to share their joy, not only in animals, but also with the creative medium. They demonstrate strong technical acumen in their media, using animal motifs to symbolize contemporary culture, often using materials particular to their profession. For example, Richard Lamb's works in front of me here integrates the use of radiographic films, combining science to offer new ways of seeing animals. In oblique ways, art can employ the particular characteristics of their medium to address perceptions of the animal. Gloria Perković's works, for example, at the end, presents a series of photographs that playfully illuminates the world from the point of view of a cat. Animal perspectives are also conveyed in the Artful World of Animals. Artists also take us on a fantastic and humorous visual voyage to composite animals that entertain and challenge conventional perceptions towards the animal. I'm delighted to also say that I'm honored to represent the works of Chai Yiming, a critically acclaimed Chinese artist currently living in Shanghai. The works are presented by the Australia-China Art Foundation, and they're those two works, the circular motifs over there. Chai's works add an Asian cultural perspective to the interpretation of animals in visual art. His works feature mythical and hybrid creatures that fuse plants, animals, and people, motifs he uses to construct an idealistic world which draws on the values of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Exclusive to this exhibition, as Bruce has already mentioned, is the display of Professor Charles Blood's outstanding collection of bird images. And it provides great context to the exhibition as well. The sheer number of entries is certainly a testament to the profound passion that the students, staff, alumni, and members of the veterinary faculty, and also our wider community. These artists exhibit discipline-specific expertise in science and also in art, amalgamating these two professions very admirably. I encourage you to read the commentaries as you go around, which has much perceptive insights into the processes that these artists have been through, and also how they've addressed the theme of the exhibition. Curated exhibitions have many thanks that goes with it. I would like to thank Professor Bruce Parry for inviting me aboard this journey of curating the exhibition, and for his support in realizing my curatorial vision. I know he mentioned that all he envisioned was having boards up with artworks up, but coming from an art faculty and working with a colleague in science was a great journey in itself, with many learning experiences, and I thank him incredibly for coming to that point where we both feel that we can provide an exhibition that will entertain, educate, and hopefully inspire you to learn and to perhaps even make a difference out there. I would like to thank also Joe and members of the Melbourne University Faculty of Veterinary Science, our sponsors, for their financial backing and belief in the exhibition, the Festival of Ideas team, all of those who assisted with the installation, and our co-judges, Fiona Anderson and Bill Richards, and last but definitely not least, the artists. Their enthusiastic participation, their creativity, their critical perspectives on the exhibition theme, and their dedication towards their profession is admirable. They are artists, they invite analysis, they invite interpretation, and I hope they continue in their artistic endeavors. I thank them for their perceptive insights, their willingness to share, their sensitivity towards the subject, and for their enthusiasm towards the artful world of animals. Thank you.